Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. So Texas's offense will take the first swing of the game. Guys, this rivalry has been intense, and over the years, there's all... back and forth with these offenses.
And they live so close near each other in proximity, obviously. They go to the same high schools. They visit the same school, Jesse. This game always means a lot.
Yeah, look, it's Boomer, Sooner, and Hook'em, right? This is one of the best rivalry games in all of college football. There's just always a different energy when these two teams meet.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You guys know I love the history of this stuff. Texas is threatening to put together a run unlike any they've had since the 50s, David.
Texas has been...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now...
There he goes to the right. He's at the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw for it. Forced out of the pocket. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's high. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And both of these teams love to use the tight end, Jesse, and they do it very well.
And both of these quarterbacks know who their go-to guy is. It's the tight end, as you just mentioned, Reese. These guys find ways to get open, and they make their quarterbacks look good.
Oh, they make them look real good. Big, strong bodies can catch the football, can make plays after the catch. The modern tight end position just continues to expand.
really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys.
Continues to fight for yards. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. And we've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. This Red River rivalry has such a history of great finishes, and the Longhorns pulled that one out last year, David.
Yeah, they found a way to get it done. And listen, this rivalry means so much. You think OU Jesse's heard a little bit about this over the last year?
Of course they have, David. I think both these teams, because of how last year's game ended, they knew this one was going to be a dogfight. They were prepared to come in here and play 60 minutes plus to try to get the W.
Off play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It's a reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quick pass on the jet motion. To the 10. Oh, look out. There he goes. And they will score. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy's no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
He wants to throw here on second down. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw it again. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. USC is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply don't see from the men of Troy. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 14 to Cal. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Scrambling away. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man. It's Kramer. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. On the run, still looking. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get them. They weren't able to get it right off the bat, but tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds to create that negative play.
He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw, buying some time. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Now improvising. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He lets one fly deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Pass the 30. He's finally hurt it out of bounds. Really good pickup on third down, and still not quite enough to move the chains. It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorn.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. A little release to the back. Makes the catch and knocked down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quick strike complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On second down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot.
Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's high. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He's going to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive.
Got a lot of running room. Running through contact. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking to go up top on first down. They're bringing heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He finds his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground. And now they've gotten another first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
He made... Nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Getting some heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They go to the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Makes the catch. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Looking for a block. It's Silva. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Texas offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know the defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. They're facing a third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
I think on defense in your own red zone, you got to be ready for these receivers to get involved, not just catching the ball, but running it too. Good play offensively there.
Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Hifton is coming out on the goal line. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
And the returner will be brought down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. He is finally out of bounds, but he was spelling that end zone on that return. But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback adapting. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Slams ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's high. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on second down. He makes the connection. Tackled immediately after the catch. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Westbrook. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now...
Throws toward the end zone. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play. And he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Trying to get to him. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. The give to the lone running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to pass on second down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. They'll try it on the ground. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Ball by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Pressure coming. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's going to pass. The throw. He's got it. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. One more play to pad the stats. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. This time he's got it. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. This game always brings out the best in both teams, but today, Jesse, Texas' best was a little better.
And this is a win for them that's going to help their recruiting. Coaches are going to get paid for. But most importantly, David, Texas gets bragging rights for another whole year.
A whole year of bragging. And a whole year of telling OU fans, you're not as good as us. You can throw up the hook 'em horns. You can do it with pride. A lot on the line every year in the Red River rivalry.
It may not be a crown, but it's a hat, and it is golden. In this latest edition of the Red River rivalry, it goes to Texas. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Until next time, that'll do it for this edition of EA Sports College Football.